Buying a plot can be easy or maybe a tedious task sometimes, especially when you have so many real estate companies, agents, landowners, and even sometimes so-called landlords all calling to buy their properties. Getting the land is the easiest part, but owning the land with genuine documentation is the problem. We have seen unprecedented court cases of people going to court to settle land issues. If you're looking to buy a plot or a built home with no risk of stress, guys, look for the right real estate company. At EJ Investments, we don't just sell plots, we build communities, where any plot you buy from us comes with access to water, electricity, internal roads, and other social amenities. We guarantee you genuine contract documentations the moment you pay a deposit and a complete handover of your title deeds as soon as completing payment. We currently operate 3 projects in strategic locations, selling service plots and built homes in our estate 2 Jering Seafront, Sanyang Seaview Estate, and our Gunjur Seafour Coastal Highway Estate. Our plots are affordable. From only $90,000, you can own a home at our Gunjur Seafour Coastal Highway Estate. And from $200,000, you can own a home of your dream at our Sanyang Seaview and Lakeview Estate. Our 2 Jering Seafront.
Dewa Jallo mu ne mu ngi baalu ak ñëpp na bengo tadde da baga bilin somanda fo say dalan sabab dalan lulu neena ndaje bi am na tardement bu baax a baax li waroon a nekk benn waxtu ba léegi ñu ngi si juróomi waxtu ci amaano toola Alaaji Honorable Yaya Cissé di turu suñu chairman Honorable Alaaji Yaya Cissé bal bi xako daan la kenn nee na mu ngi jégalu ñëpp di baalu ñëpp ak li yaa saabu nag li ko waral mooy jamaalo bëri na li ko waral foofu la waaye am na ci ñaar rek wolom logistique délégation logistique mooy délégué logistique yi ani domoro la tardé ak lekk bi nu mu tardé ani sayin doolu man domoro ke ba léegi am na ñoo xam ne lekkaguñu bari domoro o ma manqué aussi ata jele nee na waaye lekk bi manqué wul bëri na fa ni mu laaroon na bengo ngoon gi suñu dajee bi ak bengo man ñanna meela baake ndaje bi warutoon na yàgg lool kuma fu sabalen si janto ñaar yu ci gën a am solo ñaar ba ñett rek la wolom di activity report wolom acting secretary general ala report pour submit mooy acting secretary general bi report am bi pour mu submit ko financial report ko fana treasurer submit ak financial report treasurer bi tamit submit ko loolu bi jëm tambila wala le am na ci yoo xam ne dañ koy passé election nomination la
yes
waaw am na ci yoo xam ne dañ koy passé pour ñu mun a dem si nomination bi
yes
pour jàllale soobee kula c'est long
yes
ndax balaa ñoo guddee bu baax ñu xam naka la ñuy mujjee ndaxte moomee ak yéen la muy kenn ke bëgg nañ kenn ku ci nekk nga mayee ak dégloo activity report ka foog coordinator
am na basam léegi
ok activity report with the coordinator albiya kala mo tago fatila do ko jamabe secretary general acting secretary wala ko jeti ñepp xam nañ ne parti bi liggéeyam bu bëri mu ngi nekkoon ci acting secretary general moo nekk OJ bina contribute di la OJ dina ñëw jox leen limu contribute waay wala contribute daal mooy limu jaar dina am lu nañ ci wax ni ko dajé loolu buñ ko weesoo financial report fana bina di financial report tamit dina ñëw la tangal la mooy kenn ke bëgg nañ ngeen maye ak dégloo sanji dantama men tamle sanji mo wani fe men tamita at yi ñu weesu ñaari fukki attaque lu teg yi ñu weesu ni ko oje yo be fa jambi buñ ne oje war fi wax loolu yépp amarante bo la janduna foog naa duñ fi teel a jógee ku man la fana fola foog naa dina fi wax yoo xam ne am nañ solo torop pour Sadio ko so kuuto taano ko no pour ñu gis ne ñu mun a am luñ ci jël honorable OJ Diallo Acting Secretary General.
Acting Secretary General.
And Coordinator.
Ak coordinator bi.
Na chairman wala barako kama.
Si barkeb sun chairman bi.
Alhaji Yaya Cissé.
Alhaji Yaya Cissé.
Be oje killa.
Dinañ woo oje.
Na report yi.
Mu ñëw joxe report yi. May leen oje loxo. Ngokke oje jungo ala sobulola. Jallo Jerry.
Okay, thank you very much. Angale la wa agum den. Baragera.
Hello.
Mr. President, interim president of the party, Alhaji Yaya Cissé, members of the executive and central committee of the PPP, distinguished delegates who are all here from different constituencies, members from the Independent Electoral Commission, our two diasporan gentlemen who has come to help us for today's proceedings, Mr. Musa Jeng and Pastor Bajau Coach, representatives of political parties if they are here, members of the press, members from our cultural groups, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me first and foremost associate myself with the very warm welcome extended to every and each one of you yesterday by our distinguished interim president, Alhaji Yaya Cissé. I would also like to seize this opportunity to extend a very special welcome to our leader and mentor. Although today he is not here in person, but since yesterday I'm sure he is here in spirit with us, and his prayers are with us, Alhaji Sadawda Keraba Jawara. And to express our gratitude as a country and as a party for the very wise and successful leadership he has provided for this country for 29 years. He made so that small Gambia became the envy of Africa. When Leopold Sédar Senghor had a problem with Sékou Touré and the two countries nearly went to war, Sadawda took it upon himself to mediate and bring peace.
Thank you. Albulo.
When President Ofebwanyi and Gaiseme Ayadema of Togo had problems and wanted to go to war, it was Sadawda who personally, because of his mission and vision, made peace between two countries. When the Iraq and Iran war was on, small Gambia was identified, and Sadawda became the chairperson of the Reconciliation Committee established by the United Nations to bring peace between Iraq and Iran, thanks to Sadawda. On that historic occasion in 1975, when the OAU had their summit in Kampala, it was Sadawda who professed there that Africa should learn from our history of slavery and colonialism and try to make sure we make our people to live in dignity, freedom, and we respect our human rights. And it was there that because of him, he passed a resolution to establish the People's and Human Rights Commission, and it was established in Gambia because there was no country in Africa that respected human rights and rule of law than Gambia. It was Sadawda who went to this Commonwealth in London and requested that the Commonwealth, as long as they have countries that are third world countries and developing countries, should also have a unit of human rights. Thank you, Sadawda. We have it there. Therefore, the young generations particularly has a lot to learn that Gambia had a leader who believes not only in the sanctity of life, but in the respect for human dignity, the love for human dignity, the love for the freedom of the human race. We have been blessed by God to have a man like Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara. Let us all pray for him so that he will live longer, and continue to pray for this party so that this party will once more takes its role as the party of the Gambian people. A party that was formed by these people, rural people, who at that time were being discriminated, and at that time voting only stopped at Abuko, only the Greater Banjul. PPP stood up and said every Gambian citizen is equal to the other. So the franchise has to be extended to Koina. And thanks to PPP, it happened. There is a lot that Gambians owe to the founding fathers of the PPP. Thank you very much, Alhaji Yaya. As you are all aware, our party was banned following the military coup in 1994. And this act was followed by the confiscation without any due process of law. In addition, the military junta under Yaya Jammeh embarked on a systematic campaign of lies in an attempt to vilify our party and discredit it, notwithstanding the remarkable developments this country has experienced during the PPP leadership. It is unfortunate that some of the people got carried away by these malicious and dishonest campaigns without any effort to verify the content of such propaganda and such messages. But the PPP has emerged again, even stronger, and your presence here today is a clear reaffirmation of our allegiance to our support for the party that brought self-government, independence, and republicanism to Gambia. Although the white people who were with us for 3.5 years said Gambia as a country cannot be on its own as an independent state. And most of the other parties at that time agreed to it. But thanks to these people and Sir Dawda, they said, Gambia, if you, the white people, can colonize Gambia for 400 years, you can go. We can take care of ourselves. They thought we cannot make it. Sir Dawda said independence now. And we got independence. Our economy became the best. It is only Gambia that has ever revalued, not devalued, revalued its currency, and the IMF and the World Bank agreed that Gambia's dalasi is an international convertible currency, thanks to the PPP leadership. You will recall that in 1996, under Decree 89, our party, the PPP, and other parties, the NCP and the GPP, were banned by the despotic military government, thus making any political activity by these parties illegal. And it was even said in that decree that if any of our leadership speaks on political party, they will go to prison. That's why I went to prison for 22 occasions. Yeah. But the PP have emerged even stronger, and your presence here has shown it. The party's archives were seized and burned without any due process of law. The assets of the party leaders and the assets of the party, movable and unmovable, were all seized without due process, and up to today, none of us sitting here have been giving back our properties. Such was the lawlessness of this brand of criminals posing as rulers of a decent people who lives in the Republic of the Gambia. In 2001, against the background of this intolerable situation, our party, together with other parties in similar situations, decided to seek the lifting of the ban. In this regard, the PPP, the GPP, and the NCP used to have our secret meetings at a hotel in Fayad, where I picked Hassan Musa Kamara and Sirif Diba will meet us there, and we write our protest to the UN, to the AU, to the ECOWAS, and of course to Yaya Jammeh himself, who was the president. The lifting of the ban on political parties brought a new opportunity for the parties to engage with the militants and the Gambian people, and this lift happened in 2001. At an ordinary session meeting of the Central Committee and the Executive Committee in 2001, the party reconfirmed Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara as the Secretary General of the party. And because our color was taken by the NRP when new parties were being registered in 1996, PPP chose a new color, hot pink. Secretary General and Sir Dawda accepted. And of course, we also at that meeting selected our elder, Alhaji Yaya Sise, to be interim president of the PPP till we have our Congress. And that is the Congress we are attending today. In keeping with the requirements of the Independent Electoral Commission regulations, the party was re-registered with the IEC. Although the ban was lifted, the atmosphere of intimidation and fear instituted by official policy of the APRC government continued to make serious political work very difficult for the leadership of the PPP. Therefore, we as a party came together and resisted. That's why today we are able to sit here and enjoy ourselves under an atmosphere of love, freedom, and happiness. In 2001 elections, the PPP worked closely with other parties, namely the UDP, the NCP, and the GPP, with the objectives of forming an alliance to contest the 21 elections. However, these efforts, noble as they were, failed, and there was disagreement over the coalition flag bearer for the presidential candidate. Mr. President, in 2001, when I was coming from East Timor, I passed and greeted Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara. And what he told me, he said, Oye, as stubborn as you are, when you go and meet Alhaji Yaya, Sirif Diba, and Hassan Musa Kamara, and Usainu Dabo. And tell them, if they don't come together and get united, they can never get rid of this Sasai in Gambia. Sir Dawda told me that. When I came, Alhaji gave his blessing. I met all these leaders, but unfortunately, we were contesting elections. Every election. 1996, we refused to unite. Yaya Jammeh stayed. In 2001, we refused to unite Yahya Jammeh's state. In 2006, we refused to unite Yahya Jammeh's state. In 2011, we refused to unite Yahya Jammeh's state. In 2016, when we agreed to what Sadauda said, Yahya Jammeh is gone. This is a tacit demonstration that the interest of an individual leader is irrelevant. That the interest of an individual party is irrelevant. What is relevant is your concern, your commitment, and your love to your country, because your country is bigger than the party, bigger than a party leader. That's why I want all of us sitting here to know that this party is the party of the Gambian people. We love the Gambia first before PPP. That's why we stay to make sure this happens. The next major event to facilitate the process of what we were doing in 2016, we involved our diasporan problems and our diasporan colleagues, Gambians in the diaspora, and convened a meeting in US, in Atlanta, in North Carolina, in New York. And then, of course, we formed other alliances. But when the preparation of the 2016 came, 2016 election proved better with the agreement of 7 parties and 3 independents. The process leading to this decision was very much facilitated by the diasporan Gambians. I want to take this opportunity to express our appreciation and thanks for their valuable contribution in the struggle to liberate our motherland, the Gambia. Thank you very much, Gambians in the diaspora. The convention convened to seal the agreement selected Adama Barrow. And I want to say here that I went to Alaji Yaya and he agreed that the PPP should support the candidature of Adama Barrow. The 70 votes of the PPP went to Adama Barrow, thanks to Alaji Yaya. And we were able to talk to other people in other parties for us to support Adama Barrow. And because of that, he became an independent candidate. He didn't belong to any party. He resigned from UDP. He is there because of you, because of other parties that voted for him. And no party should claim that they have the majority or they are the ones because of whom Adam Barrow is in State House. It's the Gambian people. A lot of young people are sitting here. They were not involved with any party. They were not members of any party. But their love for Gambia, the suppression, the oppression, the killings, the torture, the arrest, they wanted change. They voted for the coalition, not because they support a party, because they love their country and they want freedom and justice in Gambia. Therefore, I want to appeal to all of you, because I've taken time to brief you on these different phases of the struggle, in order to highlight the pivotal role our party has played in the liberation of this country from the evil tyranny of Yahya Jammeh. For us, this was the second liberation. The first being independence. We have liberated Gambians from the clutches of colonialism from the British government. Today, as we have convened for the National Party Congress, we can feel satisfied that despite the hostile operating environment under the APRC, the party militants, all of you here, never forget, never give up on the party that brought independence and liberty in this country. I salute you. I thank you very much. I would like to pay a special thanks and tribute to the young men and women who stood firmly behind the party throughout the difficult years of struggle. I strongly urge you all to continue the struggle for the strengthening of the PPP. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have been successful as a party because of our adherence to good governance, respect for rule of law, and respect for human dignity. We need to guard this jealously and practice it in the daily administration of our party. Similarly, the youth and women have an important role in the party, and they must be encouraged to take up their role. I have already referred to the important role of the diaspora Gambians and what they have played in the struggle to remove despotism in this country. I think it is now time to reflect on our relations and see how these diasporans can be amalgamated as our partners in any of the activities that we do in Gambia, in our parties, or in government. Because they are part and parcel of the Gambia. They are Gambian citizens living abroad. I am sure the new constitution will strengthen for the diaspora to vote, and not only to vote, but we will try to encourage them that we can vote and have a member of parliament in New York or in Atlanta, and make sure all our committees, they are members because of the social development now, media development. They can be part of the meetings with Musa Jeng's laptop, and they can be part of a meeting in Gambia. That is easy now. For the confiscated properties of the party and those of its members, particularly the lessee, I have already addressed a letter to the Minister of Justice seeking for the immediate return of these properties to their rightful owners. The present Immigration Department in Iman State belongs to the PPP. The present IEC office in Tobacco Road belongs to the PPP. The Birkama PPP Bureau, which I made as the headquarters of the Green Boys and the Green Girls, was built and owned by the PPP. They seized our 6 vehicles. All of us here. They seized our properties. Some were sold, some were taken over by some of his ministers and the Ajame himself. In conclusion, let me thank you all for the support you have given to me and the party leadership, whose advice I have been taking is Alhaji Yaya Sase throughout this difficult period of our country's history. He was adamant that he will attend meetings. I have to go and talk to his wife and say, I will land you to beg Alhaji Yaya not to begin to come into public meetings. Because this man is a dangerous man. For an old man like him, a man who has sacrificed for this Gambia, I don't want him to be arrested. We, the young people, can take that responsibility. Thank you, Alhaji. The task ahead now is to revitalize our party to serve the Gambia better. All of you, go back to your constituencies and make it loud and clear for the clarion call. Go back to the party owned by your parents, established by your parents, the party that made you a Gambian, a sovereign Gambian. Come back to the PPP. Sakir Sulake, dagay jël njaboot gi dénkaane ci dëkkandoor yi. Waaye soo sampee sa kër ba pare, danga war a delloo si waat njaboot gi. Yàlla def na PPP. Bi ko Yaya Jammeh lakkee, am na doom yu barke. Sampaati nañ kër gi, dellu si leen seen kër. Thank you very much.
da ngeen maa may tuuti rek ma dog wax fii ñu taxaw tey mooy woon suñu démb fii ñu taxaw tey PPP bi mooy woon suñu démb 22 good years nga téye benn nit di ñoo wax naan ne ñi ci des dañ dawoon dawuñ kii doomi Amadou Diallo ji dafa dëgër bopp ñi dem dara dem loowu leen de du daw tey dañ doon def pour ne Gambian lañ waaye Diallo jërëjëf Mamadou Matel Diallo mooy sama Mamadou Matel mooy sa maam Mamadou Matel la Cheikh Omar Foutiyou àndandoor ak saa suuna Mbow mi nga xam ne mooy maam yi docteur Mbow ñu bàyyee ko ca alwaar ba yow loo def ci alxuraan baax na loo wax ci alxuraan baax na.
waaw baalal ñu.
dama wax ne nag foog mu bokk ci. man mii di wax it boole ma ci paagoon nañ ma rimaay bokkoon naa. loolu kenn mënu ko ji. jaayam la ñuy daw jërëjëf jërëjëf.
léegi nga xam ne daal tool bi yaakaar mu dale.
ok mu ne foog naa ne yéen yëpp yéen léegi.
Oje la kontibo Seneyata.
Oje lim fi wax leer na.
Ala kontibo ya kontibo ala kontibo Beteyata. Sanji Moane Fula.
ci biir ñaar fukki at yi.
Parti Karafela ni la Keba.
ñu dénk la parti ak sa kilifa.
Aliya tete famputa rabito.
ngeen tete ko ba ngeen yegg si bés ni ki tey.
Amira bi mo be yakala mo dale
tey ñëpp yëg nañ ko te kontaan nañ
adum tol be kala mo le ojer jam da téléphone do radio do
ñun yëpp ñu ngi doon déglu bi oje waxee si radio bi
bi oje be diamu kan
bi muy wax
nganna kebaje
mu gis mag suñu mag
alaji yaya
suñu kilifa alaji yaya
akontanda
kontaanoon na lool
nalo li nga microphone di yalla bi
amoon naa ni léegi ku ko jox microphone
na atelta be sala oje tan
waaw li muy wax mooy ëpp lu oje wax
sila be min kala
léegi lu ñuy def nag
na statement of activity
suñu statement of activities
financial report wala Ousmane Diadio
financial report mooy Ousmane Diadio
fanay na commandé fo ko do la karola
moom tam mu ñëw am lu mu wax ci xaalis
nga bra nga carte wala jewlo bar nga keto la jewlo ko
oh yes very well
Diadio mom bure
Ousmane bala ma de waroon naa la wax nga ñëw toog fi bu yàgg toogal
ñang baylo mo bigé ma ca seen yaay ko rek
Usman Jaju atelom PPP la treasurer de Prince Ani Datan Commando.
Mune Usman Jaju moo nekk trésorier PPP ci at yi ci ginnaaw.
Afana yakata baki.
Moom it góorgóorlu na torop.
Ilu male ka kodo majid nyami.
Xawma nuñ doon ñengoo xaalis bi rek.
Kadu ye election fulakelu.
Am na fi ñaari élection si weesu.
Election Sherlimba.
Élection yu seer lañ woon.
Andu idol atelom treasurer tunu.
Moom moo nekkoon trésorier bi.
Kadu ay de tarajande.
Fekkoon na ko fi